know, a lot of you guys asked the question, yo, Skills, is there a build that you can run all 5 directives and still one-shot these enemies with the global event active? So I decided to put something together that would work, that will allow you to one-shot enemies, allowing you to also run Pistolero. So you can technically have all 5 directives active, get the most benefit out of the extra headshot damage you're getting from the global event, and run through this pretty easy, as you guys are seeing here. So this build will work when the global event is active. If you're watching it after, well, you're gonna have to make some changes. But for the global event that's currently going on, this is working. As you guys see, you see the green explosions, so you know the global event is active, right? Anytime you just see the symbol at the top and you don't see the green explosions, well, you know it's not active for anybody watching those videos. So we're gonna be showing you a build that I think a lot of you guys will enjoy. I actually like this version of the build for this global event because it gave me a little bit more survivability. Now I have put a build out in the past that you do not have to have the global event active and you can one-shot players, but this was more to really take advantage of the extra damage you're getting from this global event and allowing you to one-shot and have all 5 directives active, because you know getting those stars can help a lot of new players either get materials they need, get exotics, get named items. Now, I will tell you there's one type of enemy, or maybe 2, but this is one of the main ones that's going to give you trouble when you're doing these open world activities. It's these guys with the helmet. No matter if you have a one-shot build or not, it's going to proc that helmet first. Then you need to get the second headshot, so that way you can kill them and then you can continue on. Now there's another enemy, the big heavy gunners that have a helmet too. Same thing. You must proc the helmet first, and then once you proc the helmet, then you just have to hit the headshot again, so that way you can continue on with Determine. But no matter what, it will not one-shot those guys with the helmets. It's going to proc that helmet first no matter where you hit them, and then you can continue on and kill the rest of the guys. As you see right there, I was able to proc his helmet, and then I missed it, and you see I ended up killing him. And if you don't get a headshot on these guys, they come back to life, right? That's part of the reanimated. Then you just have to hit them with a headshot, and then you could focus on the other guy. Same thing. This one, I'm going to proc his helmet and then hit him again. So those are the only guys that you won't be able to one-shot. Let's get into the build. So for the build, we're running the Punch Drunk Mask. We actually have a 2-piece activated from the Douglas and Harding. We have the 20% pistol damage, and we have the 20% stability. We have weapon damage on here, we have headshot damage, we have weapon handling, and we have a headshot damage mod. So from this one piece, we're getting what, 30% headshot damage, and then also we're getting that 20% pistol damage, which is why Douglas and Harding, at least running a one piece, is always a good thing. For our chest piece, we're running a 2-piece Walker and Harris. We have the 5% weapon damage, and we have the 5% damage to armor. We have weapon damage on here, headshot damage, critical hit chance. You can put weapon handling if you want. And then we have headshot damage mod. Now we have perfect headhunter. Obviously, you know by now, after killing an enemy, a headshot, your next weapon hit within 30 seconds deals additional 150% of that killing blow's damage. Damage is capped at 800% of your weapon damage. This is raised to 1,250% if your headshot damage is greater than 150%, which ours will be. For the holster, we're running a Hunter's Fury. We have a 4-piece Hunter's Fury active. So obviously the 2-piece isn't doing anything for us. The 3-piece does give us 20% armor on kill and 100% health kill. But the 4-piece is where this actually shines. Enemies within 15 minutes receive a debuff, amplifying your weapon damage against them by 20%. Now, killing a debuff enemy with your weapon disorients other enemies within 5 meters, and it amplifies weapon damage by 5% for 10 seconds. Now, you can stack this up to 5 times. Now, you have weapon damage on here and headshot damage on the holster. For our second piece of Hunter's Fury, we have the knee pads with weapon damage, headshot damage. For the third piece of Hunter's Fury, we have the gloves, weapon damage, headshot damage. And then now you probably realize we were running the Ninja Bike. That allowed us to get the 2-piece on the Walker and Harris for the damage to armor. It allowed us to get the 2-piece on the Douglas and Harding, even though we weren't really using it for the stability, but allowed us to unlock the 4-piece. Now, why I like it is because not only are we able to have 6 reds, we also get 1 more blue, we get another skill tier, and then if I pair this up with a technician class, which I am, my shield's gonna have a 3-tier shield, so it can protect me in those tough situations. We also have headshot damage mod right here. Like I said, if you notice, we do have a tier 3 shield, so it definitely helps me out, especially if I get against some of those enemies that put too much damage. I can pop out the shield whenever I need it. protect myself, get those headshots going, and then continue on moving. Now for the other skills, since I'm running 5 directives, it doesn't really even matter. I do have the decoy. Now I'm running technician class, and I did it for that one skill tier to give me a tier 3 shield to be able to use. If you don't really care about that, you can definitely go with something different, maybe something like the gunner class that maybe gives you 10% armor on kill, or something else depending on what you want. And for the weapon, we are running the D50. We have weapon damage at 10 expertise. We have pistol damage and damage to armor. I've been looking for one with damage targets out of cover. Haven't really got lucky enough, and I don't want to spend a lot of any more resources on this. I do have this one, pistol damage with headshot damage. You could still one-shot everything. Now, if we look at the stats real quick, 585,000 damage, 16% crit chance, 45% crit damage, 215% headshot damage, 11% armor damage. And remember, that would be a little bit less if you had the damage targets out of cover. But ideally, you know, it's not a perfect world, so this is what I have right here. But the build is doing what it's expected to do, and that's one-shot enemies. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Enjoy this while the global event is going on. Having a ton of fun using it, and just one-shotting everything makes it so much easier to get all these shade levels and keep leveling up. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. I'll see you guys in the next one. Hey, nothing but skills out.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.